My shift starts at 8 a.m., but my day starts earlier. Because when you're a cashier, you don't just show up. You prepare. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I wake up at 6:45. My feet already hurt. That's not dramatic. That's just memory. My body remembers standing for 8 hours before I even stand up. I get dressed in my uniform. Same shirt. Same name tag. My name printed in bold letters like an invitation. Strangers will say it all day. Some kindly, some sharply, some like they own it. I grab a quick breakfast. Nothing heavy, because I won't have time to sit comfortably later. I check my phone. Messages from friends who work office jobs. They complain about emails. I stare at the screen and think about barcodes. I arrive at the store at 7:45. Automatic doors slide open. That familiar blast of recycled air hits me. It smells like cleaning solution and coffee from the small cafe inside. Fluorescent lights buzz overhead. Too bright. Always too bright. I clock in. The system beeps. That beep means I belong to the register now. I walk to my lane. Register 4. My home for the day. I count the cash drawer. Bills crisp and flat. Coins cold and metallic. Everything has to match exactly. Because if it doesn't, it's on me. Not the machine. Not the customer. Me. I log in. Screen glows. Ready. That word feels like a challenge. At 8 a.m., the first customer walks up. No warm-up. No easing in. Just movement. Groceries on the belt. I smile. Good morning. Sometimes they smile back. Sometimes they don't look at me at all. Beep, beep, beep. That scanner sound becomes the soundtrack of my life. Every item a sharp red flash. Milk, bread, eggs. Beep. I move quickly because speed matters. There's a timer somewhere in the system. There's always a timer. The faster I scan, the shorter the line. The shorter the line, the fewer complaints. That's the theory. But customers don't always follow theory. By 9 a.m., the morning rush begins. Parents grabbing last-minute items. Workers buying coffee and snacks. People in a hurry. Everyone in a hurry. They place items on the belt like they're tossing them into a race. I scan. Bag. Scan. Bag. Smile. Repeat. Did you find everything okay? It's automatic, like breathing. Some people answer. Some just nod. Some ignore it entirely. And then there are the talkers. The ones who tell you their entire morning story. Their dog. Their traffic. Their neighbor. I listen while scanning. I nod at the right moments. Because part of this job isn't scanning items. It's being present. Even when you're tired. Around 10:30, someone argues about a price. It said it was on sale. I check the screen. It's not on sale. They insist it is. I call for a price check. Now the line grows longer behind them. I feel eyes on my back. Heavy. Impatient. Like it's my fault the cereal isn't discounted. The price check comes back. It wasn't on sale. The customer sighs dramatically. Fine. Like I personally raised the price overnight. I void the item. They leave without a thank you. The next customer steps up immediately. No break. No pause. Just beep, beep, beep. Standing sounds easy until you do it for hours. My lower back tightens. My feet shift inside my shoes. I'm not allowed to sit. Company policy. Sitting looks unprofessional. Apparently pain looks better. Around noon, the lunch crowd hits. It's chaos. Sandwiches, salads, energy drinks, lines stretching down the aisle. Someone checks their watch dramatically. Someone else sighs loudly, as if I control time, as if I'm scanning slowly on purpose. I move faster. Hands almost automatic now. Barcode, bag, change, receipt. Next, a child reaches for candy near the register. Parent says no. Child screams. I keep scanning, because this isn't my battle. But the noise drills into my head anyway. Sometimes customers are kind. A woman hands me exact change and says, "Take your time." 3 simple words. Take your time. It feels revolutionary, like permission to breathe. I thank her sincerely, because kindness stands out. It shines brighter than the fluorescent lights. My break comes at 1:30 p.m. 15 minutes. Exactly 15. I clock out for break. Timer starts. I sit in the tiny break room. Plastic chair. Folding table. Vending machine humming in the corner. I take off my name tag. Just for a moment. It feels like removing a label. I scroll my phone. But my legs throb. 15 minutes isn't long enough for them to forgive me. I clock back in. Register 4 again. Waiting. Afternoon is slower. But slower doesn't mean easier. That's when the complicated transactions happen. Returns without receipts. Coupons that won't scan. Gift cards with weird balances. Each issue takes time. Each issue builds tension in the line. One man throws coins on the counter instead of placing them in my hand. They scatter slightly. I gather them calmly. Count them twice. Because if my drawer is short later, it's on me. Always on me. Sometimes people test you. They hand you a $100 bill for a $5 purchase. You check it carefully. They stare at you like you're accusing them of something. But fake bills exist. And if I accept one, it's my problem. I've seen co-workers cry in the storage room over short registers, over accusations, over rude customers. Because being a cashier means being the face of everything wrong. Long lines, expired coupons, out-of-stock items. You become the lightning rod. Around 4 p.m., the after-work rush begins. Carts full, big orders. Families shopping for the week. The belt fills up quickly. I scan as fast as I can. But there's always that one item without a barcode. Of course there is. I manually type in numbers. Hope I get them right. Customer watches closely, like I'm defusing a bomb. Beep, beep, beep. Hours blend together in sound. A teenage boy pays in crumpled bills. Counts coins slowly. Line behind him grows restless. I keep my expression neutral, because everyone deserves patience, even when others don't give it to me. At 6:30 p.m., my smile feels heavier. Not fake, just tired. Smiling for 8 hours uses muscles you didn't know you had. A little girl hands me a drawing while her mom pays. It's a stick figure to register. "That's you," she says proudly. I thank her. I mean it. I tuck it near my scanner. For the rest of the shift, it makes me stand a little straighter. Not everyone sees me as a machine. Some see me as a person. The final hour drags. My feet feel like stone. My voice softer. Receipt in the bag. Have a good evening. Over and over. Repetition becomes rhythm. At 8:55 p.m., 5 minutes before closing, someone walks up with a full cart. Of course they do. I don't roll my eyes. I don't sigh. I just start scanning. Because that's the job. Because closing time is flexible when you're at the register. At 9:20 p.m., the doors lock. But I'm still there, counting my drawer. Bills stacked neatly. Coins sorted. I double-check totals. Because a mistake follows you home. The numbers match. Relief washes over me. I log out. The screen goes dark. Ready disappears. I take off my name tag. Slip it into my pocket. I step outside. Night air cool against my face. My body aches in places I can't name. I think about the hundreds of faces I saw today. The impatient ones. The kind ones. The distracted ones. The little girl with the drawing. Being a cashier isn't complicated on paper. Scan items. Take payment. Give change. But it's more than that. It's emotional control. It's physical endurance. It's constant awareness. It's being the last human someone interacts with before they go home. Sometimes that means nothing. Sometimes it means everything. I get in my car. Sit for a moment before starting the engine. My ears still hear phantom beeps. My hands twitch slightly like they're still scanning. Tomorrow morning, the automatic doors will slide open again. Register 4 will light up. The scanner will flash red. And I'll stand there, smile ready, waiting for the first beep.